Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day of the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today, it's Monday, it's 20 to 8, and we're on campus, ready to rock and roll. Got bloody made brilliant headway today. First time on death road since bumper car accidents last Monday. No ice on the road, so I thought I'd risk it, and I'm here super early. Happy days. I also left a little bit earlier as well because I was expecting it to be a bit icy, but it wasn't, so happy days. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's been going on today? I got up generally this morning, I think I was like a machine. I'm going to be a machine for the rest of the day as well. I am in a productive mood. So, got up 6 o'clock, rolled out of bed, shower, dressed, sorted out my bag, left by 5:02, got in the car, drove down here. I was expecting to have to de-ice my car. Since I didn't have to de-ice my car, that also meant I could drive the quick way. So I'm on campus like 10 minutes earlier than I have been recently. So plan today, I've got 2 lectures. 2-hour entrepreneurship at 2 o'clock and 1 hour of HCI at 10 o'clock. I am falling behind ever so slightly on notes. Not in any of those 2 modules. Cryptography is the big one. I don't think we've got cryptography lectures tomorrow because the lecturer is away. I need to find out about that because it means I can basically stay at home and catch up. So I'm going to go to the thingy here. I'm going to prepare what I need to prepare for the entrepreneurship lecture. I'm going to the library. Prepare what I need to prepare for entrepreneurship and type up notes that I need to type up for HCI. And then I'm going to go to the lecture and I'm going to jump onto my project. I'm going to be programming me finding a project. I want by the end of today to be able to create XML files outputting the results from the tests. That's my end game for today. So I'm like halfway through populating that final object that's going to be put in the XML file. As soon as I've got that, then happy days. And then it's literally just a case of creating muddlers, which is going to be easy. Problem is, I'm in the boring, like doing what I'm doing at the moment is relatively boring, but it's way more exciting than going back to writing reports all the time. Let's sit here today and have a nice view out the window. Activity today so far is pretty good. Typed up all of my notes and I've been doing a decent amount of programming as well. Just decided I need to push through a little bit more information, so to extend my mutation controller so that it's able to assess the success rate of the mutation, which was something that I was going to do in the analyse results area, but I realised I was going to have to do it twice there, so do it once there, happy days. Also, you wouldn't expect the logic to do that, not to be in the mutation section, I don't think. To go grab some food mid-lectures. I have beef and cucumber sandwiches every day, but sometimes, specifically this week, the beef doesn't make it till next Monday. We shop every Monday. Sometimes it doesn't make it till next Monday, so halfway through making my sandwiches, I realised the beef smelled pretty funny. It was a bit greasy, so annoyingly I've got to go and spend money on campus and buy a sandwich. To be honest, I despise spending money on campus. I haven't spent a penny here since I bought my parking ticket permit thing. So this is really begrudgingly done, but otherwise I haven't got a sandwich. I've got the rest of my packed lunch, so I just want a sandwich. I'm going to pay through the nose to do it, and it's not even going to be very nice. That's the worst part. So do we go 4 West or Fresh? Again, I can pick up something semi-warm from there, which I can't from Fresh. But also I'm coming in between lectures where everything's quiet and no one's around. Fucking so expensive, man. I really despise the idea that I just had to do that. That I wasn't ready for. I always make lunch. But I thought, yeah, I decided to go with a sandwich instead of something warm in there because I don't actually want to eat it yet. So I thought I'd buy it now, save it for an hour, then have it. Right, so lunch finished. Didn't particularly enjoy it. Lots of programming done. I also finished obviously the lecture. Really, that was a really boring lecture. That first lecture of the day. Otherwise, I've been populating my object. I've literally just got to dump the results that I've already got into the object. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to tweak them slightly or not, and I couldn't decide. So, got to think about that. But then otherwise, I'll have a quick meeting before the entrepreneurship lecture, and then the entrepreneurship lecture itself. Fucking stairs. And we are finished, ladies and gentlemen. We've done our entrepreneurship lecture and we are heading on home. I've just recorded this clip, but it was so unpolished and unstructured, I deleted it. So we just had that lecture, and we had to do like a brief 2-minute pitch at the beginning of it to be like, this is our idea, this is the really real like deep basics, and then next week we do a proper presentation, like an actual pitch to one of 3 people. We don't know which one of those 3 people it's going to be. It's like an investor, a potential like big employee, and someone who might be using the service. We could be making any one of those pitches. We have to prepare all 3, which is really quite annoying. What is this bus doing? Come on, bus. What are you playing at? Get going. Jesus. What else? So, we have this session, we do that, and then we spent like half an hour or so going over things like how do we defend against other people doing what we're doing, basically. How do we stop other competitors doing what we're doing and like out-muscling us? As a startup, obviously we have less infrastructure than other companies do, so what's stopping them doing what we're doing? Slash, why aren't they already doing it? Equally good question. So we went over that, but then we were like, right, we need to do a group meeting so that we can organise these next presentations and things. And the obvious thing to do for me is go, let's go, well no, we're kind of, our hands are tied this week. Thursday onwards, someone isn't available because they're like out of Bath. And they're not at uni because I think they're going on a snooker tournament, I think. So we were like, okay, so we're gonna have to do it essentially before Thursday if we want all of us there. And we were like, why don't we do it on Tuesday? Cryptography isn't on, so we're all free. That's a shit reason to do it, because if we're not there for cryptography, we don't have to come in. That's obviously not a problem for people who live in the city and have to just bus up to campus for a meeting. But for people like me, who's got to drive 45 minutes to go to a meeting, it's really, really irritating. But anyway, there's not much you can do about that, is there? So they don't know my circumstances. But so we are unfortunately coming into a group meeting tomorrow, in order to go over these presentations that we're going to be making. But that's life. It just means I've got to rejig my to-do list. I was planning on staying at home tomorrow and doing loads of work, but I can stay at home all day Wednesday and Friday, so stop being lazy. But otherwise, today's been a semi-decent day. I'm going to head back now, and I've got a couple of things on my to-do list to do. I've got a couple of emails to send. I'm going to sort out our electric, because things go on my to-do list and then get shuffled out the way for my final year project. It's really bad. Or things I need Laura to do, like there's a joint decision involved here, but then I'll go into my office to do some work, she'll sit and watch TV, and then we never do it. Because then, like, I'm not on a laptop, so I essentially want her to come into here, and anyway. So when she comes through the door, I'm gonna be like, oi, here, now, what's this? What do we do? 1, 2, 3, 3, cool, brilliant, that's what we'll go for. But, yeah, otherwise as well, tonight is shopping night. It's gonna be exciting, because we're thinking about buying a kettle. Oh, watch out. I was looking on Sainsbury's today in my lunch break for kettles. That's exciting. It's gonna be great. I've fucking never bought a kettle before. So, it's going to be a joint decision that we have to make. Fun. Otherwise, yeah, dinner and stuff. I'm going to have a relatively late evening tonight. Mondays are quite productive for me. I feel productive, so I don't feel like I like going to bed early. Does that make sense? So, also, half my logic was I'm going to stay up late, finish my programming, because I want to get these objects serialized. I want to do some programming so that I can get these objects into the XML. But I kind of need a little bit more information, so I don't really want to have another class that's really similar to this other one, so I might just rejig the information further and down in the system. Haven't decided yet, but I might end up doing that, most likely, instead of having another class that seems like it's basically the same thing, and then blah. That's all, though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm currently going to drive home, and we're moving forward again, unfortunately. But yeah, it's been a productive day today. It's like I say, the problem is with all of the work at the moment is it's not that exciting. It's not that exciting. I wanted to be in the stage where I can literally just extend my project by now. I wanted to be at the point where I just make extension after extension after extension. I'm not at that point yet, but I want it by the end of today. but I don't know how possible that is going to be, unfortunately. We'll see. But I want it, because I wanted the project done by the end of February, and it's possible. It's possible, but it could be quite difficult. It's just balancing things, because there are quite a couple of things coming up that need balancing, and I'm not balancing them very well because I'm spending a lot of time on my project, like fucking loads of time on it. And it's a good thing and it's a bad thing at the same time, but anyway, let's go home, shall we? Stop rambling. Hey guys, level of not fun we've just reached is incredible. My car is not happy. She is in the process of breaking down. I need to get her home. I just came to went over a roundabout. I need to rev it a bit as well to keep it going. I feel like one of my cylinders is not working. It's juddering. Feels like I'm running on like 3 cylinders. Well, if I've even got 4. I don't know. It feels like one of my cylinders is misfiring. I've plugged in. There's no warning. There's nothing on my dashboard. But it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. I've just pulled over, plugged in my computer to see if I can read off some information, and I can't see anything. So I am dragging the car home. Fuck, I don't even think I should be driving it. Well, I don't know. Like, there's no warnings, there's nothing. But it judders. It's not. Oh, Christ. This ain't good at all. This is not good at all. But from what I can tell, from what the computers can tell, there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, this is going to throw a spanner in the works for fucking everything. Come on, car, don't be a little bitch. You can do it to me, punto. I fucking love you, car. You're the best thing I've ever bought. Listen. Oh wait, no, it seems okay. Does it seem okay? It doesn't feel okay, but it's not juddering anymore. Does it? Wait, hold on. I don't know, maybe, has it fixed itself? That wasn't healthy. Whatever it was, that wasn't healthy. No, it's not fixed. It's not fixed in the fucking slightest. I'm gonna have to go, mate. I'm sorry, I can't stop. Fucking Jesus Christ. No, yeah, it's not healthy. Not healthy, but it's not disastrous. Let's keep it slow and steady. Warning, oh, management light is flashing. I'm connected to the computer, so I can't check it while I'm driving. Flashing warning light means I'm driving too quick, I think, if I remember it right. Oh, Christ, now I'm trying to fucking... Right, now the management light's permanently on. Oh, shit. I'm so scared. Okay, I've just managed to tell, through witchcraft and magic, and not by looking at my phone while I'm driving, that a misfire is detected in cylinder 2 of 3 or 4, I don't know. I imagine 3. God, it's not that big an engine, surely. Yeah, it's fucking Jesus Christ. Right, let's get it home. Like, what is it better to stop and call the AA and get them to drag it? Because they won't move it if it's at home, will it? Because that's home start. Is that home start? Or is home start flat battery? I don't fucking know. Either way, I'm not sure. Oh Christ, here we go. We're coming to a stop now, ladies and gentlemen. Watch me stall it. Hold, car, come on. Misfire. So, right, cylinders are misfire. There's 3 error codes. One of them's a misfire, 2 are unknown. So I'll have to Google them. God damn it. I think this is what I get for complaining for having to drive in. Come on. Right, we've got, like, what? Well, 4 or 5 more sets of lights, but some of them won't necessarily be red. If I don't rev it like that, it stalls. Come on, car. Come on, car. Nurse me home. Nurse me home, car. Oh, oh no. Are higher gears better or worse? They feel smoother than I feel, but second feels horrendous. Is that bad? Does that mean the gearbox has gone? Car, don't you fucking dare brake. If I have to buy a new one, I'll be pissed, car. That was not the plan. You were supposed to last me a couple more months. Please don't be broken. Please don't be uneconomically viable to fix. 50 quid. 50 quid fixed job, 100 quid, maybe. But like any more, mate, and you've had way too much done to you. Shit. I don't want to sell you. I don't want to have to buy another car. So please don't do it to me. Please don't do it to me. Oh no, clutch down. Clutch down, I've got to stop here, you. Thank you, don't fucking worry about it. Jesus Christ, don't. It's just like death that we're defying here every time we stop. No. Come on, car. Get me home. Right, okay, so what? We're like 5 minutes away now. Nothing. Nothing, car. Come on, you've done more than 5 minutes driving before in your life. Wait, can you hear it? Can you feel it? Can you feel that? I don't know if you can feel that or not, but the car is shaking. Christ on a bike. Laura, love, we are not going to Sainsbury's tonight. It's as simple as that. Read codes. Yeah, so what? U1602, unknown diagnostic trouble code. P1135, unknown diagnostic trouble code. P is engine, isn't it? P0302, cylinder 2 misfire detected. Yep, it's fucking there, alright. I can feel it right now and now. Data grid. No data from the airflow. Maybe that's because I'm not moving. 82 degrees, engine coolant. That's alright. See, now it's fine. We're going again. Stop looking at your phone while you drive, Jamie. Especially when your car's broken. But it's important diagnostic. It's like, I need what Formula 1 drivers have when they tell them about like fuel temperature and shit. I need that. I need that. Someone make an app. Do it. Quick, send it. My car, why you not sound good? Feels warm. That's the noise. Of the radiator spinning up, yeah. It's overheating. At home, ladies and gentlemen, uploading my daily vlog. Can't fucking... That doesn't stop for the world. And I'm just diagnosing the problem. It looks like it's potentially... Jump, ladies and gentlemen. That was the sound of Laura coming home. We had much to discuss. So we looked into the error codes and things, and it looks like it's in some way related to the error code that were coming up the other time. Do you remember me saying something about an oxygen sensor on the exhaust? It came up once. I took it to a garage, they cleared it off, it didn't come back, so they gave me the car back. I drove it around, it came back, I then read it off and I'm like, oh, there it is, it's the same code. Cleared it off. It then came back again really quickly, and then I was driving, I was like planning on taking it to the garage like next week or something, and then it was very recently this, and then the warning light just disappeared. So I was like, oh, well, I can't take it to a garage and say there's something wrong with it, but there's no proof of it being wrong. So anyway, left it, and now the error codes, the two of them that were from the warning light thing. One of them is a misfiring cylinder. Now I've looked into the reasons that can cause misfiring cylinders. The most common, spark plugs. The second most common, or third most common according to this website, is the oxygen sensor. So I'm going to assume that's what's wrong with it. And now, what our plan is, ladies and gentlemen, is essentially take it to Graham, my favourite mechanic in Bristol, and see what he can do for us, basically. We are planning on getting rid of the Punto though. We're planning on getting rid of her. It, depending on what happens tomorrow, completely paints a picture of how urgently we get rid of her. If it's like less than £100, we essentially go, right, okay, it's not very urgent that we start looking for a suitable alternative. In like the next couple of weeks or months or whatever. If it's between like 100 and 200, we get it fixed and we look to sell it as soon as possible. We obviously get it fixed so we can sell it, and then we should be able to get like a decent chunk out of the price before the price drops massively. Obviously, anyway, so if it's economically viable to fix it but it's quite expensive, we'll do that and then we'll sell it. Else, I don't know, if he turns around and says it's £600, I'm like, nah, like, we can't do that. It's we've already spent so much money on the car that it makes no sense to spend more, but it's like you're throwing just good money after bad. We're hoping it's going to come below £200. That's what I assume it's going to be, from what I remember them saying about having a new sensor. But anyway, we obviously don't know what the problem is. So, we are on the market for a new car. We don't know how urgently, we don't know how much we can spend, we don't know X, Y and Z. It's a lot of unknowns until tomorrow, and we're going to find out what's going on. Otherwise though, this evening, we had dinner. We walked on to Morrison's in Fish Ponds, which wasn't very nice. Morrison's is terrible. And obviously we normally drive to Sainsbury's, and while my car's drivable, like I'll drive it to the garage tomorrow if it pulls away from my house, that is obviously. While we'll do that, it will be a case of I don't trust it going fast, and to get to Sainsbury's we have to go on either the motorway or 50 mile. Well, I have to go on a 50 mile an hour road, even if I avoid the motorway. So that's awkward. Anyway, we walked on up to Morrison's, did some shopping, came back. We've been watching TV, had Graham out. Laura's watching TV. I'm looking at cars that could be suitable replacements. We're looking at slightly more expensive than I paid for this one, but not massively. We're looking around like the $2,000 to $2,500, depending on how much. Basically $2,000 plus whatever we can sell the Fiat for, up to a limit. We're not thinking of going massively over, but it looks like as soon as you step over $2,000, there's a lot more choice than there is at $1,000 price point. So yeah, so we'll see what we can do, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, tomorrow is going to be a strange day. I'm going to try and make it to Bath, but I'm going to say to them, like, look, my car's fucked, I need to look after it. Like, my plan is take it to the garage, hang around, get an inkling of how much it's going to be, get an inkling of how long it's going to take, plan my day around there basically. If it's going to take like a couple of hours, I'll hang around in town. If he thinks he can get it back to me by the end of the day, I'll hang around town. I'll do what I can essentially to stay around, because last time I obviously left it there, I ended up having to fucking run across town like a lunatic. So a lot of things are up in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's a bit crazy. Laura's just gone to bed. I am going to go into there. I'm going to render you out and get you uploaded because I don't want to fuck around with that tomorrow. And I'm going to do a bit of programming. But basically I'm clearing admin so that tomorrow morning I can wake up, do some work before. I'm going to wait till after rush hour so I'm not crawling around in traffic. Oh Christ. When I leave you, it's coming down the road, and obviously when you don't want your car to be, when you're trying to nurse your car and you don't want to stop start, obviously there's lots of traffic, and I'm in traffic and the car's like shaking, you know, like this, like, I'm like, fuck, this is so embarrassing. And then whenever I pull forward it's like, Jesus. Oh god, I know what I'd think if I saw someone else was doing that. So tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, wish me luck. Graham wishes us luck as well, having to run around in a wheel. Cool, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had a good day. I'll catch you later.